Hi, my name is Lindy, and I teach Yoga for Strength and Agility Thursday nights from 6 to 7 at Full Life Yoga Studio. The sequence we're going to go through today is one of my favorites. It's one that I use a lot in class, and the reason I like it so much is it's great for athletes, people who are very athletic, who move around a lot. It's also great for people who have office jobs or sit at a desk all the time. We're working into the hip flexors and the big hip muscles, training the body to become more efficient using these muscles. All right, let's begin. We're going to start out in tabletop. So hands underneath the shoulders and the hips directly in line with the knees. And start opening up the chest in the inhale, and as you exhale, bring the hips down to the heels, forehead to the floor. Inhale brings you up. And exhale. Now we're only going to go through this a couple times, but feel free to move in and out of this pose 5 or 6 or maybe 10 times with the breath. And then when you're done, we're going to bring the right leg forward, coming into our first lunge. And in this lunge, please keep the knee, foot, and shin of the left leg on the ground. And then you're going to sink into the hips, so the hips become really soft and get them nice and low. And then lower the torso onto the front thigh. As you do this, you're lowering the head down, releasing any tension in the spine. So the head is very heavy here. You'll feel a nice stretch happening through that left hip flexor as well as through the neck. Hang out here for a few breaths, maybe 5, 6, 10 breaths, and then come out of it. Just press away from that front thigh. All right. And then we're going to bring the blocks in here. So the blocks are going to go underneath the hands. Come back into that lunge. This time tuck the toes of the back leg and then lift the knee. As you do this, you're going to be putting more weight into the hands and into that front leg. Feel free to come back now once the leg is lifted, once that back leg is lifted, and start to stretch out the back of the leg. So you're straightening the back leg, lifting the knee towards the ceiling. The heel goes towards the back of the room. You're pressing the hands into the blocks, and you're lifting the torso, lifting the belly button away from that front thigh. The right heel or that front heel stays grounded. And then you're going to start to scissor the hips together. So you're going to bring the left hip forward and the right hip back. Now, you're not going to move the legs much, but you'll feel this in the hips. So you're bringing the left hip forward, the right hip back. You'll feel a little bit more openness through that right side. And then press into the arms and open up through the back. So I'm pressing into the arms and I'm lifting the upper back away from the ground. Stay here for 5 or 6 breaths, then come down. Bring those blocks away. And then we're going to straighten the front leg. The hips are not going to come down to the ground, nor are they going to reach that back heel. You're going to straighten the leg, the right leg in this instance. Heel stays locked on the ground, so you're not moving that front heel. And then start flossing the leg back and forth. We're working into all of the nice long muscles of the legs. Continue to keep the heart lifted, so I'm not collapsing into this pose. I'm lifting up through the heart. And work this until you're happy. Coming back to tabletop. We're going to press into the hands, the palms of the hands onto the ground. Lift that back knee. And then you're going to bring the right leg back and step the left leg forward. And then repeat sides. All right, I hope you have fun with this, and we'll see you around.